So that's kind of a gold standard way of determining whether your child is showing signs of autism and maybe more likely than average to receive that autism diagnosis. So I would recommend for whānau that they go to the Age Detect website, and what this does is you put in your child's age. It guides you through some things that you might be looking for that correspond to those signs of autism. So one that we're really familiar is that eye contact might look a bit different for an autistic child. So you'll see a video of what eye contact looks like for a child who's not autistic, and then for an autistic child, and as a parent you can make that determination. What does my child look like more within these videos? And at the end it will kind of come up saying, hey, you know, it looks like your child is more likely than average maybe to eventually receive this diagnosis. That's also something you can bring to the GP as kind of support, guide your thoughts around that. So that's diagnosis. Each DHB, as you see, has kind of like a different process from there, but I can confidently say a GP, blanket nurse, some of those health professionals that you interact with naturally early in life will be your first point of call regardless, and then the process is going to be different from there, unfortunately. We don't do diagnosis at our clinic, we do the early support side of things. And because the diagnostics process is complicated, because there's often a lot of weights and things, we don't require the child to be diagnosed as autistic to access our services. So we will support any child under the age of 5 who's showing signs of autism, and we'll be doing a similar thing to check that as I talked about with those Age Detect videos. So we'll do our own kind of version of that to check that there's some signs there. The way that we look at it is like, we're not diagnosticians. We don't know if your child is eventually going to go on to receive an autism diagnosis or not. But what we can see is that there are some signs here and our support might be helpful. So that's kind of where we leave it. Whānau can and do approach us directly, but we also get referrals from the DHBs, from the Ministry of Education, from early intervention type supports within the Wellington region. So we're pretty much open, come to us, we'll take it from there.
Right, and then you will just direct them to the right path. Right.
Yeah, so for the diagnosis and things like that, we also take it on ourselves to be somewhat aware of the other services and supports available within the area. We'll particularly within research and things like that, will support whānau to be linked up with the other supports that they have for whānau. And we would like it to be shorter, but that is what it is at the moment. More funding, please. Yeah.
We will not. Come on. We need your help. That's why we're here asking.
Yeah.
I mean, not we, but the kids. Kids needs your help.
Yeah.
We're collaborating with our other government agencies like Ministry of Education. We impact in terms of the Ministry of Health. I know they are going to split into Health New Zealand and Maori Health. Are we impacted by that change? No.
Well, no, because we don't receive any funding from them.
Okay, which is
yeah.
Is it a good thing or a bad thing?
Well, I mean, the more funding, the better, you know, to put that message out there. It's important that we understand those changes so that we can work effectively alongside these organisations, but we're not directly impacted.
Yeah, especially for parents, like asking what path they're going to have, and there's this Maori Health, and then there's this New Zealand Health New Zealand. I keep on changing.
Yeah, it's really important for us to understand those pathways so that we can support our whānau through trying to navigate the whole system. But
and it's already so fragmented and difficult to navigate. Yeah, it really is. And sort of that funny, almost like a middle ground between Ministry of Health and Ministry of Education, with kind of a foot in each camp, you know, it is.
And then the new disability ministry as well, and understanding how that piece fits in with all the other pieces. Yeah.
Aside from the Denver model, I keep on saying service, but what term are you going to use for that Denver model?
I guess it's kind of just a support, I guess,
support,
is what I call it. Yeah.
So do we do other supports as well, apart from that Denver model?
Yeah, so what we're looking to moving into is more of those neurodiversity workshops where whānau can meet autistic adults and hear their perspective. Another thing that we're really excited about towards the end of the year is there is a model called PACT, Pediatric Autism Communication Hearing really clearly from autistic adults is that now might just not be the right time for that, but that doesn't necessarily mean that it never will be the right time, you know, it's just not right now. And I think that's something that we need to be more conscious of, actually.
Yeah, although I guess one of the challenges for us with that is that because we just cater for under 5s, often when we're seeing children for the first time, they're 3 or 4 already. That doesn't give us a lot of time for,
wait and see. We don't really go with wait and see, we kind of go with check everything that's appropriate at it and see where we can go from there.
Anything else that you would like to add before I finally ask some of the questions that are general?
Oh no!
That's okay.
Is it alright?
I think so. Now it's dead. That's okay.
Oh, I turned back on though, so that's good.
No, I just turned off. I guess it doesn't want to be. Right. I thought something like, Alright, so any additional information that you would like to add or you would like to, share as well? Because if after I edit this, I will be posting at least, and I will be asking for help as well from the government. I've been knocking on their door like, my son needs ORS, he's a runner, and then it's declined. So, okay, so what's the plan?
That's really hard.
So, yeah. So, any other additional information or message you would like, or any message you would like to give to parents and carers?
I guess one thing to say a bit more clearly is how grateful we are to the support and input that we get from our whānau and from our advisory group. So we do have a group of professionals and parents and autistic adults who a couple of times a year provide really good, critical but practical input in how we could be better supporting our child and our children and better operating the clinic. And I think that's just been invaluable for us, basically.
I guess just acknowledging that what a tricky system it is for parents.
Tangata fight Takiwātanga is different. If you fail with one strategy, don't stop. Keep moving forward. Always remember that for every failure you encounter is one step closer to your success. Thanks for tuning in. Until next time, me muto te whakawa haere. Let's stop judging others. Me mahi tahi tato. Let's all work together. Kia maya, kia kaha, be brave and be strong.